Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy KlintonCod, and I've just done my Afrobeats on Rudy with Sariki on the AUK radio. Please tune in every Saturday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Cheers!
Yeah, we're live. Afrobeats on Rudy, it's your boy Sariki. Welcome back. It's it's another edition. Saturday, we're here. Special thanks to everybody for keeping us here every Saturday. You know what I mean? And thanks for your support. Thanks for everything you do. Because of you, each and every Saturday we come here with, new guests, new people, to speak, about them, speak about their craft and everything, yeah. Today's, is actually, the same thing, We have a special guest today. He's a comedian. This is our first ever comedian on Afrobeat or Really, man, and I'm so excited, man. What's up, my brother?
Oh, yeah.
All right. It's all right. I just wanted you to know that my guy, his name is KlintonCod. What's up, my brother?
Hi, G, I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Man.
Thanks for having me.
Man, tell me, man. I can see, everywhere I go, I can't lie, everywhere I go, all I see is your skits and trending here and there. Yo, tell me, who is Klinton?
Who is Klinton?
Yeah.
Klinton is a guy that does comedy, right? So I would say I'm generally an entertainer, right? Because I do a lot, right? So when I say I do a lot, I started as a stand-up comedian.
Oh, that's how you started?
Yes, and it was in a church.
No way,
right?
no.
Let me tell you a very crazy story regarding the whole Klinton.
Tell me.
Right. So there's a church in Cambridge called ROCCG. So in Nigeria,
ROCCG.
no,
Okay.
ROCCG, so it's the Redeemed Christian Church of God, right?
Okay.
Right, and the Redeemed Christian Church of God, they have their branches.
Yeah.
So they always have that name tagged to a particular, let's say RCCG, Flower of God, or the Cake of Jesus, or so our one is called City of David.
Okay.
Okay, so City of David is the short form is COD.
COD. Okay.
So
that's why you got Clinton.
That's
COD.
KlintonCod, because that's where I started my comedy stuff. So that's why I
Okay.
was doing my first stand-up comedy set.
Okay.
So on Sundays, the pastor was like, Klinton, do you want to do something? Do you want to come talk to this? Or if you have a youth program or anything.
Yeah.
So I would always perform. So when people were like, okay, what name would you love to bear? Like your stage name. I was like, no, I want to have where it all started from. You understand?
Like
so,
you're sort of, paying, some homage.
Homage,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
Like,
that's
yeah.
what it is. So even in as much as I can't remember the last time I've been to the church. When I hear, when somebody calls me KlintonCod, right? The first thing I think is, my church.
And I have to go to, and you have to go, and you have to go there.
Yes. I mean, I still go there once, say hello to my pastor.
So tell me, what are some of the challenges, when you're doing the stand-up comedy? Because I can imagine sitting somewhere bored or something, or I'm just in a bad mood, and you have to come and stand there and make me laugh.
No,
basically.
I mean, listen, stand-up comedy, this is what I say to people, is the most difficult craft anybody can get into.
I can imagine. Yeah.
It's not like music where you get into the studio, record a song, cram the lyrics, you
edits.
do it, or you repeat it over and over, and then you go on stage, you know what you're saying, you know what you're singing. People know they've heard the song before.
Exactly.
When it comes to comedy, you are literally going there fresh, new materials. You have to deliver it the way people must laugh. So that's pressure on its own. So when you see stand-up comedians doing their shit, listen, even me, I watch people and I'm like, damn,
how did they do it?
Do you understand? Like cracking people up. You don't know what people are going through, especially in England, like this country.
It's crazy.
Making people laugh in England is hard. This country hard. Imagine somebody has just been to work. Maybe the person does support. Yeah. One patient don't slap you. Which comedian will make you laugh? Joke will not be funny anymore.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
That makes sense. Yeah.
Man, or imagine you've. Nah, beg you. No. Like, if you see somebody killing this here in England, it's
hard.
Like,
you should clap for the person because, basically they're doing love. So tell me, why comedy, bro?
The thing is, just the same way when you see Lionel Messi play. Yeah, by the way, I'm a very huge Lionel Messi fan.
Okay. I see that. I'm not, but it's all right.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's only because you are not normal.
No, it's all right.
If you are normal, you'll be a fan.
It's all right. Don't worry. Cristiano Ronaldo he's playing actually. It's not like
you are a fan of Ronaldo.
He's still playing.
He's still.
No, it's just a reminder to you. It's all right.
I mean, I can't remember him playing,
I'm
but
just
still, I mean, no.
reminding
I mean,
you.
you're reminding me that he's. I mean, the fact that you have to remind me that he still plays, it means that obviously there's
No, I know
problem.
because it looks like you're covered. You're covered by the blood of Messi.
No, I'm not covered. I drank his blood. Guy. No, but let's just here. Messi. We don't enter Messi here. No.
Okay.
Listen, wait. No, you cannot. No, listen, you cannot mention God and you just want to see
What people do for Messi, guys.
See, after God,
Uh-huh.
after God, right? You have Jesus, the Holy Spirit, and then you have Messi. Okay, so you can't just bring up a part of God and you want us to just end it like that.
Okay,
come on,
go
let
on,
me
continue,
express myself.
my brother.
No, you've killed the momentum. Let's go, man.
You see, that's what happens. You know what I mean? That's what happens because anyway, 0 for life. We're here.
No. I mean, no. Don't. You see, I will stand up and work. Don't repeat. Don't. In fact, you see, praise Messi quickly before I continue.
For you, yeah.
Yeah, for me, just
You
do it
like
for me.
Messi.
No, Messi.
You love him.
Listen, Messi is a god.
Okay.
Messi is a god.
God of.
Go. Why am I talking about Messi already? I don't like finding myself in this.
All right.
situation.
So basically, back to the question. Why comedy, bro?
Right, obviously, what brought about Messi was the fact. Shit, I'm still going into Messi again. Right, obviously, you said
Comedy.
it could have been anything.
Yeah, it
right?
could have been
now,
anything.
I'm a very huge. I love playing football. You understand? Now, it could have been football.
Yeah.
But the truth is, each time I go to play football, especially when I first started, they were calling me a carpenter. You understand? Now, I think that's rude because I know my capability. I'm one of the best players you have in the whole of Bedfordshire.
Hang on, I'm confused. What do you mean? Why do they call you a carpenter?
Yeah, because the people I play with, they don't have the mental.
Okay, they
side of
think you're
football.
not good.
No, because they are not good.
Okay.
They feel like they think I'm not good because they are not good. But people that are good when I play, they call me Haaland.
But Haaland just came a few years ago, bro.
Yeah, but now he's popular, right? So now I'm not popular in football, right? But when people see Haaland and they watch me play, they say this guy is Haaland.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm that good.
So why comedy? You've not answered my question.
Yeah, that's
so
true, man.
Until then, we're still going back. Why comedy, bro?
Right. I'll tell you why comedy. Now, I didn't start off as a comedian, right? I was the guy that wanted to be a medical doctor, right?
Oh,
so I was more into the whole medical line. So my first degree I did biomedical sciences.
Oh, lovely.
And the whole plan was to go into medicine, right? But like we said, this country somehow has a way of limiting you, and then you just end up, at a sport, and you just, it helps you discover your talent.
Yeah, sure.
Right. Now, I did biomedical sciences. I was going to go into medicine. It wasn't working, so I did a master's in public health, finished. So, because in my head, I was like, let me go into those offices where you're able to tweak policies to favor public. So that's why I did public health, right? Because I was thinking about doing the whole public policies for health, well-being, and all this rubbish.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't working either. So I started doing another master's in nursing, as a practitioner.
Bro, how many masters do you have?
2.
Wow.
Right? Yeah. And then I was going to do a PhD as well in maternal and neonatal mortality. So I was looking at more of the whole maternal side, childbirth, the causes, how can we limit, the kind of accident that happen as a result of pregnancies and, all this kind of rubbish,
Yeah.
Now, once I was...
Okay, cool.
Okay, we're not...
No, you said rubbish, so...
Oh, no. I mean, no. Okay, I bet. Disclaimer. Disclaimer, yeah. When I say rubbish, me saying rubbish is more like saying ETC.
I get it.
So I beg, please...
it's the comedian way of saying it.
Yes.
I get
exactly.
it.
So when I realized the whole pursuing the educational, mind you, while I was studying, I was doing stand-up. But then again, stand-up wasn't doing it for me either. Right?
Oh, you were trying your luck there.
Yes, I was trying my luck, and I was also centered on the church. You understand? So my kind of materials were just church-based. I was going to all these churches, doing my stuff. Pastors invited me for their night vigil. Church programs. So I was just within that confinement of the church. You understand? Now I got to a point where I felt like, okay, I need to really find a proper career. So that's when I started doing all these masters, the whole academic stuff. And then what then happened was social media came.
Yeah.
Things like Instagram, Facebook, where people are now able to showcase what it is,
their talent and whatever they can do. Yeah.
Exactly. And that's when I started creating skits. Now, me creating skits was actually a mistake. It wasn't something I wanted to do. So I remember my first skit was even while I was at uni doing my master's in public health at the University of Bedfordshire here, right?
Okay.
I saw this big guy. This guy is massive. Like, he's tall. Like, the guy, you know, when you serve a very big God, this guy represents that nature. This guy is big.
My guy is cracking me up here, man. I've never seen a very big God. So I don't know what it looks like.
But if you see this guy, you have an idea of what God looks like, right? But yeah, so the moment his name is Nonso. Shout out to Nonso, wherever he is. I believe he's somewhere in America, right? But when I saw Nonso, I used to be with a very close friend of mine who I was studying with, Bruno. I went to see Bruno, and Nonso came around to see Bruno and another friend of mine called Julius, right? So they live just within the same environment. And then I was like, this big guy. I was standing next to him, so I was looking like a very tiny guy, right?
Person, yeah.
So the first thing I said was, David and Goliath. You understand? So that was the first thing. So I was like, I can just make a video where, you know, I'll act like you are Goliath, I'm David. You know? Let me just, you know, act that I want to fight you. And then by the time I, you know, want to run, I'll jump and you catch me like a baby and I'll start combing your hair. Like that kind of shit, right?
Yeah, something like that.
And then the guy was like, oh yeah, let's do it. It took about like, that video was just one take because I wasn't the video guy. I just did it sharp, right?
Yeah.
I posted it on social media, you know, after doing a few edits. Or more. I was in traffic. Like,
shit.
No, obviously I watched the video today. I mean, it's all right. It's not that funny as much as it was. No, but
I'll tell you,
then.
I'm not cutting you off, brother.
Yeah.
I didn't know you back then.
Yeah.
But the first video I saw of you was that one. And it was really funny. And I didn't even think about it till now.
Really?
You said it. Like,
are you serious?
I remember, you know, the guy he held you like that.
And I started coming in.
Man. Kudos to you, man. So how did you even think about doing that?
No, but that's the thing. So the moment I saw the guy, that was the first thing that got to my head. And this is my comedy, right? My comedy is situational, right? When people watch my comedy, it's more like you watch it and you can relate to it. And even if it's not the kind of thing you can't relate to, it might be a whole. Like for example, David and Goliath. Yeah, if you are Christian, you should know the story. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
If your religion is not Christian, right, you might not relate to it. But like I said, you know, I do it in a way that people are able to relate. And when you watch it, you'll be like, you see that this thing happened to me, or this is me, or you know.
Yeah.
But this is how I think. So we might be sitting here now, and the next thing I might be thinking about is, you know, different types of people when they are listening to interviews. Right?
Yeah. And
I'll probably do my first guy, you know, some guy that's laughing even when the joke is not funny, right? The guy that's just there, his mind is somewhere, but he wants to feel among. And I'm thinking about the guy that's thinking deep because maybe he's just had an issue with his girlfriend or something. His mind is not there. He's thinking about something else, you know? And then I'm thinking about the guy pressing his phone in one corner, like he's like, let me just do a couple of Snapchats. Like, you understand? But this is how, by the way, I'm not picking on anybody here, right? But the truth is, this is how my mind works.
Which is very, very great, my brother. Which is very, very great.
You know, but yeah.
So basically, at that time when you actually started, you know, when you did that David and Goliath.
Yeah.
You know, you said the traffic. You started seeing the traffic.
Yeah.
A lot of people coming in.
Yeah.
So what did that tell you?
So what that told me at the time was, in fact, I was getting comments that I want to see more of this guy. When is the next one dropping? You know, like, because listen, every single blog in Nigeria that was popular then, like, you know, Cracks TV, Funny, you know, when you're not used to social media traffic, and you're just seeing everything, your phone is like, followers is just like, I say, hey, what is this? Hey, what's it be this? So I was very hungry to do another one.
Oh yeah,
you understand? I was like,
as it should be actually.
Yes,
as you should, yeah.
And that's how I started it. I was just now thinking about the next thing to drop. I'm dropping one, I'm thinking about the next one already. You know, because in my head, I didn't want to now let people down. Yeah. It was also an escape from stand-up. Yeah, because at the time, there were so many issues with stand-up going on, especially being a guy that lives in England. Yeah. Right? So I was now saying, okay, with this whole video, and I had a skill that as far back as, you know, 2014, 2015, I already had that people didn't have. There was no video editing apps at the time, but I was very good at using Adobe Premiere Pro to edit videos because I was already, and you know, there was a time I was editing music videos.
So tell me, so you were doing the edits yourself?
Oh man, all my videos till date, nobody has edited one. I edit and I don't even edit on using apps. I edit with my computer, Adobe Premiere Pro. Like I've edited from some films that people would have seen. They wouldn't even, you know, because it's our official name that we put there. You would never ever know it's me. But I've edited so much in my life.
Bro, let me ask you, how was your upbringing?
My upbringing was good, right?
Yeah.
You're taking me back in time.
Go back. Let's go back. We're here to go back.
Let's go back in time, man.
Let's do this.
So I grew up in so I was born in a city called Warri, right?
Warri?
Yeah, the popular Warri where all the comedians come from.
Okay, all the Nigerian
So
comedians, you see, they come from Warri.
No, they come from Warri. No, go and do your research. You will see that a lot of the guys, Warri people are funny. Like it comes with our DNA. Or even if you're not, if both of your parents are from Ghana, right? And they give birth to you in Warri, you'll be funny.
Oh,
like, there's just something
you'll be Warri funny.
No, like you'll be Warri. See, no. Warri funny is global funny.
So can you change the name of Warri to funny or something like that?
If you want to, or just give Warri an Instagram name, Warri_funny.
Funny, yeah.
No, but yeah, I was born in Warri. Yeah. I grew up there until like I was like 8, 9, and then because of work, my dad was sent to the eastern part of Nigeria, Anambra State, where we then had to go stay with him. Okay. Oh, okay. And that's how I started speaking Igbo, which is what they speak there. Oh, okay. Do you understand? So if people so if people watch my skits now, in fact, a very good percentage of my skits, I try to say, what Igbo people relate to. You understand? So it's like Igbo people, all Igbo people do this. Igbos when they do this, Igbos when they are in this place. You understand? There's always that because obviously I grew up in that land, and I can relate. I can tell what we're used to, being an Igbo land, and I can infuse comedy into it. You understand? So there are loads of skits I've done, and I've had to speak the language. You see, the truth is, when you speak a particular language in your videos, right, what you automatically do is you're bringing those crowds to identify with you. You understand? They start saying, this guy's an Igbo. A lot of them, don't even know that I'm not really from the East. Like, they'll say Anambra, Imo, Abia, or, I'm from Delta State. Yeah, now, people don't like it when people say Delta Igbo, but it's the Igbo speaking part of Delta State. Because Delta is still the Niger Delta.
So did you have any comedy or a comedian or somebody who always brings, that laughter to the table in your household?
My mom. Hey.
So would you say that's where you got it from?
Well, may her soul continue to rest in peace. Amen. I lost her 2 years ago, right? Amen. And
sorry, my brother.
Yeah, sorry, thank you. My mom is too funny. and the crazy thing, she does it effortlessly. Oh my God. You understand? So she can be funny without knowing. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. Every single thing so when if you go to my Instagram, right? When I first started, there was a whole year or a whole 2 years where all my skits were centered on African moms. Yeah. When I was acting or I was making those skits, I was portraying my mom herself. So even when I watch them today, when people are able to relate, what the kind of comments I get is, I thought it was only my mom. So other mothers are like this too. Do you understand? I was doing so many videos that, the moment I just think about it, it's like my mom. You understand? My mom, my mom is crazy. Wow. Like my dad is also funny. Yeah.
But she's funnier.
No, like my dad is diplomatically funny. Like he's funny is like he calculates it. My mom does not calculate.
She goes all
Do you understand? My mom can walk in here and say, like, guy, why are you carrying Dada? Do you understand? Are you Timaya? Like, what's your problem? Don't you know it's a sin? Like, do you think you can go into heaven with this rubbish? Do you understand? And she will say it in a way that you will not be pissed. You will be laughing at the fact that she's saying it. Does that make sense? I get it. This is my mom. And before you know, she can convert you. The next morning, you've gone to cut that shit off. Bro, I'm not trying to say it's bad though. Like,
on the lighter note, because my guy's got like some look like, what's this? What are you trying to do? Like this, mighty? What's my guy saying? I know what you're trying to say, bro. So, I want to ask you, when I go through your how do you call it, your skits?
Yeah,
I realize that you dress up.
As what?
No, sometimes you dress. You have some dresses on, like a woman.
God, you really entered this place.
Please, it's something that I realized. First and foremost, what do you think about that? I personally don't have any problem with that. But tell me the genesis of that.
Okay, now you see, talking about what I just said earlier about African moms. Most times I want you to be able to see me as your mom in my videos. So that's why I have to dress as a mom and then wear wig. Or my mom, I never ever saw my mom wear wig, right? She was always natural. She was naturally beautiful. Okay. And obviously that's why my dad stayed with her all through.
Big up to all the natural women out there. We love you. I see peace in the building, and she's natural. Trust me, man.
No. My mom was, my dad hit the jackpot.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
I saw my dad look after my mom proper.
Bro,
and
that's honestly that's something good to hear, man.
Yeah. My dad was the guy that was trying to make sure that when other people saw the wife, they'll be like, yeah, you are living the life. Does that make sense?
I get it.
But yeah, so when I was making videos that say, for example, I wanted people to relate with some kind of female character. So it could be moms when they are this, or single girls when they are that, or girls when they are this. Yeah, I'm not wanting to make that skit as a guy, right? So that's why I now have to dress up, wig, just for you to just see.
And makeup, not only wig. I see you with the makeups and the lip glosses and lip shines.
Bro.
I just went.
Are you sure it's the real page you were checking?
Bro,
no, make I did show.
I'm just saying.
I think I've not gone that far just yet, because I'll tell you why I stopped doing all of that in funny.
Tell me, why did you stop though?
Yeah, right. Very good question. The truth is, right. So when I was wearing wigs and all of this in my skits, I was getting some little weird messages online.
If you say weird, what do you mean?
Guys messaging me to say, bro, you're so beautiful.
No way.
I swear to God, they would tell me like,
guys, did you hear that?
Guys, as in, I swear down, this was how I was getting there, guys messaging me. I was like, yo, it's not that deep. It's just a skit. I'm not sexy. I'm sexy as a guy, obviously.
Yeah, but you were female in that.
No, yeah, exactly. So like, if you're feeling me being a female, then there's a problem.
Yeah.
I was just sick and tired of things.
Problem.
Because, see, listen, like, I'm not what they think I am, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say, I love what God puts in women. Die. Like, I'm not that guy because I'm wearing wig to make videos.
So do you think
or wearing boobs?
It means, just imagine what the ladies are going through. I mean, the
man.
ladies who are doing skits, what they go through in their DMs every time.
No, but the thing is, at least straight guys might be the ones approaching them.
Yes.
Yeah,
so for you, it was sideways.
Oh, what do you think I'm talking? Listen, I'm saying these are grown-ass men.
No way.
Messaging me. Men were, like, I was seeing men telling me, bro, man, if I can have you in my bed for a day.
And they know this is not a female.
Exactly. So they were not thinking maybe this guy is, you understand? I'm like, bro, I love pussy. Oh, shit, sorry.
It's all right. Sorry to our listeners.
Sorry. I've been no vex.
It's all right. What? So that's why you stopped?
So that's why I stopped. I mean, I might go back into it, though, because I realized that I'm not going to take the fact that, I think I came up with the whole idea of just ignoring things like that. I want to still be able to entertain my people the way I want them to feel it. You understand? Because there are women who will still watch it. They know that this guy has...
he's a guy.
Yeah, do you understand? He's a guy,
Even me, when I watched, I knew you were...
Well, exactly. Do you understand? Like, I don't understand why...
Bro, this your biceps, bro. I'm not saying there are women who don't have these, but yours it's just it's too masculine. You get what I mean? Yeah.
Oh well. I mean.
So I want to further on this question because about the dressing thing. If you look at Tyler Perry, he's like the god of dressing. You get what I mean? Yeah. And I see a lot online, and in America, a lot of people are putting flags on him for doing that. So do you have any sentiment about that in the long run?
Tyler Perry. Wait, no, you just mentioned Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
Repeat that question.
Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
He acts Madea.
Okay.
If you've watched the American, how do you call it? American comedy movie Madea. When I was young, I didn't even know it was him.
Yeah? Oh yeah, I mean I didn't see it. Sorry.
Yeah, because the whole Madea character is a woman. It's like a strong woman and everything. So when I was very young, I was watching that a lot, and I thought it was like a grandmother who acted that. But later to come to find out that it was Tyler Perry who was behind that character.
Yeah.
So he's having a lot of how do you call it? A lot of flag and a lot of insult and blame. That why is he dressing like a woman? He's a man and all that. But he's saying it's only comedy. You understand? So that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Do you have any sentiments about that? Like, have you ever went deep to think like that for the long run?
No, for me, right, what I've now come to conclude in my head is it depends on the idea behind why you're doing it. You understand? If I'm doing it solely because I'm trying to make people laugh, yeah, then my conscience is clear. So I'm not trying to drag guys into wanting to check me out. Do you understand? Now,
sure.
Tyler Perry's done it for comic reasons.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and if see, let me tell you, there's something people don't realize about comedy, right? Comedy goes a long way into changing people's mental state, right? If I show you my DM, when I was at some point when I was posting, let's say 4 or 5 videos a week, right? I had people testimonies more like, yeah. I've had messages where people will say, Clinton, I'm a guy battling cancer, or a woman saying I'm battling all kinds, all these health issues, and they're in hospital. And trust me, your video dropping for me to see brightest of my day. You understand? Now, for me, that's the aim. If it's able to change somebody's mental state, or it's making somebody feel better, right? Now, I would not care about those few creepy people who think because I'm trying to make somebody laugh by how I dress, it's now something bad. Does that make sense?
What you said actually makes a lot of sense, because even me personally, I always go back to comedy just to get myself in a certain mood. Yeah, exactly. Especially when I'm very down and I'm from work and I get home, I just want to watch something comic, just to get myself down out there. Yeah. Tell me, what do you think about the whole this whole culture of comedy in Nigeria? Because it looks like it's actually a big thing. Like, comedians are filling out events, big venues and stuff like that. What do you think about that?
No, fact. You see, the truth is, when it comes to online content creation, you see, people underestimate it a lot, right? Especially when it first started. I mean, I would gladly tell you that I was part of the people who made it quite popular in Nigeria.
No, I think I would attest to that. I would attest to that.
I mean, at some point when I first started, the truth is, when you mention online content creators, there's, this is not me being boastful or having pride or whatever, but my name was always in any list that came out, right? There were people that started it before me. I'm talking about the online side, not the stand-up. When you talk about stand-up, it's a whole different ball game. Stand-up, you're talking about the people like Basketmouth, I Go Die, Alibaba, or all these big names in Nigeria, right? But when it comes to the online side of it, right? You're talking about people like, say, there's a guy called Chris Clown, African Ace based in America.
Clown, that guy's cool.
If you know African Ace, that one is based. There's a guy called Chief Obi. There's
Sabinus.
Sabinus even is part of the new generation to me. If you ask me,
he came after you. He came after you.
He came even way later.
Yeah, later.
Do you understand? Yeah. However,
you want to give them the name pandemic, stars.
No. I can't even say, because you see, the truth is, Sabinus has. Okay. So this is actually a story, right? When Sabinus actually became very popular, when I was seeing the content, I was like, who is this guy? Who is this guy? Everybody's like Sabinus. So I watched the video that made me really like him, right? Okay. I was like, because of this video, I have to message him to say, because this is me. If I see something, there are a few content creators that are very popular now, they will tell you that I've reached out to them to say, is this me encouraging them to say, bro, you're doing so well, right? Yeah. A bunch of them, I will go to my message to message them, only to find out that they messaged me 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Wallahi, on God that created me. No, and it's not. Now the truth is, it's not because I didn't want to respond, but it's at the time when I was posting a lot, right?
You're busy.
I was getting the same attention they're getting now, right?
Yeah. Cool.
And I was not seeing all these messages from these random people.
So hang on there. Do you think that no matter what thing you're on, what echelon you think your wavelength you're on as a comedian or a superstar or whatever, you should always go back to your DMs?
No, the truth is, let me give you a very crazy statistics, right? On my Facebook, one day I went to my Facebook is a social media platform. I just post video and I run away. I don't even go to check what people are saying about the video, right? One day I decided to say, let me just go and check my Facebook messages, right? I could not count the amount of thousands of messages there. Yeah?
Wow.
Like, I'm talking about thousands.
Yeah.
You will just be clicking, they will just be dropping. How many of them do you want to respond to? How many of them do you want to be like, okay, this name, be like, say popular, make a check, I reply. Like, how many of them do you want to start sieving?
So you understand? Are you trying to say it's very hard?
No, it's hard. It's hard. Okay. You understand? You see some, you don't see some.
Yeah.
Do you understand? There are some comedians who are popular now online. Yeah. That as at that time, I still saw their messages. And they will tell you, see, my biggest problem is, maybe people underrate me because the people who knew me then, who were not popular but are popular now, are just not saying the communication between myself and them.
So do you think you're being underrated?
I don't think so, right?
Exactly. I personally
don't think so.
you're
And I'll tell you,
because you're still working. So long as you're still working, it's and for me, I think you're not.
No. I mean, the truth is, I'm not underrated. The fact is, people who vibed with me when I was doing my shit, right? They still know, right? If I drop a skit today, you watch it and you say, this guy's not lost it. Because to me, it's natural.
Yeah.
You understand? I'm not the guy that would, say, idea don't finish. You understand? For me, idea never finishes. There's always something to do to make people laugh.
So where do you see the future of the whole, like the comic, culture of Nigeria? How do you see the future in a few years? Already they already shut. I saw Basketmouth somewhere last week shutting down LA or was it San Francisco?
No, listen, see, when you're mentioning comedy, right? There are people who you don't mention. Like for me, right? If you're talking about comedians, and they mention Basketmouth, I don't mention myself. There's a reason why, right? Reason is only because to me these are the legends, right? Basketmouth is somebody that at some point I said if I saw real life I could die. Let me tell you a very short story.
Tell me.
When I was still doing stand-up back in, this was like 2011, right? In this church, I was trying to get Basketmouth's attention. Yeah. So I was obviously I was sending messages like on Facebook. Instagram was not there then. I was messaging on YouTube, trying to sending him links to my own videos. Yeah. He was not seeing it. I can't blame him. He's been a superstar for God knows how long, right? Yeah. And then I started messaging his wife.
Really?
I went to look for his wife. Wow. Yeah. I was bombarding the wife with messages.
Actually.
I said,
you were determined to get into that household.
And then the wife actually responded once. I was happy. I thought I made it. This is his wife.
Wow.
Yeah? Not even Basketmouth.
Wow.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So now, fast forward 2 years later, when I started doing, social media, right? And now my work started speaking for me, right?
Yeah.
Basketmouth. Obviously, it wasn't now me going to say, sir, see my content. He saw it already.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And what did that do for me? I've been in Basketmouth in a couple of videos.
Wow.
Yeah. And the truth is, the first time I actually made, see, I know this is, I'm not trying to gaslight the guy but Basketmouth is like a legend in my eye.
Yeah,
my biggest achievement at some point back then was to meet Basketmouth.
I get it.
You understand? So now having to be in a video set, just like here with him, cameras everywhere, shooting a video with Basketmouth one day in London, I was like, oh boy. So now me, even me, I couldn't even look at him like, oh, it's my basket.
Exactly. So do you see the culture actually, multiplying bigger than what it is?
No, definitely.
It is today?
The truth is, if it has gone from the level where it was before to where it is now, it's a sign that it's still going to go from where it is now to another level, right?
True.
I mean, look at our music.
Yeah.
Look at what the likes of Burna Boy.
I wanted to ask you that brings me to my next question. What do you think about Afrobeat?
I feel like Afrobeats, they are making Africa proud. Yeah? I think Afrobeat is almost like our biggest export.
It is.
You understand? Like, take away Afrobeat, I think Africa will still not be on the map today.
They wouldn't even know what's going on.
Well, exactly.
Like, they wouldn't know what's going on there.
When you hear the likes of Burna Boy, or when you hear that, Shatawale did something with Beyonce, right? Now, they will ask, who are these guys? They are some guys from Africa.
Yeah. Sure.
You understand? Now, why do they know these guys from Africa? Because of the music.
So do you think that's why, if you look recently, it looks like there's a lot of troops of like the diaspora going back to Africa? Like everybody wants to go to Ghana. Everybody wants to go to Nigeria. Do you think Afrobeat has a lot to play with that?
No, facts. Because when you look at all the people that have been here, right, that have gone back to Africa, to go and do their stuff, you will realize that their lives have literally taken a whole, new U-turn. True. And it's like in the positive direction.
Yeah.
Come on. How many, do we want to start counting all of them that started from here?
No. Even Burna Boy.
Exactly. Because the fact is, this land just has a way of limiting you. Like, it will limit every single part of your talent. Yes. There's so much that goes, your box, that's the word.
You have to be in that box.
You have to, yes. Facts. You understand? So,
My next question is, what do you think about the length of skits? If you go online to look at skits, the thing is skits.
Yes.
So what do you think about the length? Some people go 30 minutes. some just do like, I'm talking about a comedy skit. Some people just go 3 minutes and it's hilarious. And some people just push it like 30 minutes and they call it a skit. What do you think about that?
Some people do 15 seconds and it's funnier than a whole 30 minutes
exactly.
of video. Right?
So
let me tell
what do you think about that? Yeah.
You know, there are so many things you would think about when it comes to that. First of all, think about the comedian. What is their drive? If it's money, that's why they make it longer, because they want to put it on platforms. That means you're able to put more advertisement placements to make more money, right? But there are some of them that are like, right, okay, my drive is not to find money online, right? My drive is to make people laugh. Yeah.
The money will come later.
Yeah, but I mean, or the money will come in a whole different way. It could be that you're getting it from brand endorsements, you're getting it from advertisements that you're making for your, your content, like whatever, right? So people have different ways of thinking. Do you understand? And then again, another very huge part is the various platforms that you're posting these videos. Some platforms support longer content. Some of them support only the shorter ones. And those shorter ones, if it's when you look at what happens with Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook and TikTok, right? The whole Mark Zuckerberg versus, you will see how they are trying to combat each other. Say, for example, TikTok started, right? And it was more like short videos, right?
Now
and then people started jumping on TikTok, because it's the whole short, sharp, Instagram said, you know what? People are jumping to this, let's start Reels. Exactly. Now, when you start posting Reels on Instagram, right? Instagram will promote that video, put it to your followers to see, right? But if you post something longer, it's only a very small percentage of your followers that will see the video. When Instagram was trying to combat YouTube for all these long videos, because YouTube is known for the long videos, music videos, all these things, how did Mark Zuckerberg try to combat it? He started IGTV. IGTV is for longer stuff. When he realized it wasn't working, he said, TikTok don't show. Oh yeah, their own is short video, real TikTok, whatever, right? He started Reels. So now when you post a long video on Instagram, it's only a percentage of your followers that see it. Yeah. But now, what is TikTok now doing? TikTok now lets you post even longer videos than usual. So what are they trying to combat? They're also trying to combat IGTV, YouTube, and all of this stuff. So it's all business and everybody trying to carve a niche for themselves.
But which one do you actually recommend?
Let me tell you the truth. When I first started skit making, people started when it was 7 seconds. Those days of Vine. Do you know Vine? Vine was 7 seconds, right? Yeah. And then when Instagram started, Instagram was 15 seconds. That was when I jumped on Instagram. I was making people laugh in 15 seconds. That was how I become popular.
So you have to
at the time.
You have to think. You have to go into your...
Listen, I say to people these days, when I see people making films and call it skits on Instagram,
exactly.
listen, I don't as far as you're able to
That's
make
a
people
punchline.
I don't mind you making people laugh. No matter the length, But for me, from where I started from, making 15 seconds videos. Think about this, Do you know how short 15 seconds is?
Very short.
I was making, like, a whole bunch of us at the time. We're making people laugh in 15 seconds. One day I was going to say, let's do a challenge online. In as much as the videos are, you could make it longer now. Let's see how many comedians can make people laugh in 15 seconds. Like, at this our day and age.
Trust me.
How many people can do it?
No, try it. Have you tried it?
No, that's what I was doing.
Yeah, I mean that challenge. Have you thrown that?
No. I've never done it.
I think you should do it very soon, and let's see who's funny.
But I would love to do it. Let's see who can make people laugh in 15 seconds now. Listen, social media will go quiet.
Yeah, I know, bro. You know what? I've seen you getting into movies as well.
The truth is, you get to a point where you've done so much in your life. You've tried to tap into all the aspects of comedy, and you feel like, right, maybe it's time to now go to another whole new level, right? Having done, comedy all these years, and I've focused online, right? I felt like, okay, I've improved my acting skills. I've improved. I can literally, I believe I can star in a Hollywood film as a comedian. I'm going to kill it 100%.
I believe as well too, man.
Yeah, I mean, I've done a film recently that's going to come out in August. It's called The Immigrant.
The Immigrant.
Yeah, sorry, Immigrant, not The Immigrant. It's not The Immigrant, right? Now, I was not a comedian in that film. They wanted me to portray the life of a typical African who has come to England to survive. You understand? Now, there are only a very tiny aspect of comedy you can get from such story, because we go through a lot. You understand? Racism, all kind, like there's so much you will go through, right?
There's so much content.
Wallahi, and fact is, that's why the film was made, and I played the
Immigrant.
guy, like immigrants.
Well, when do you think this movie is coming out?
Hopefully August. Fingers crossed.
Where can we get it?
Right now, the plan is for it to go on Netflix. Yeah,
Netflix.
Yes, by God's grace, it shall.
Yo, our listeners, please, if you see anything on Netflix that says immigrant,
just
my guy KlintonCod. Make sure you click on that and watch that.
Well,
wow. So is that your first movie?
Is that my first movie? Well, official proper movie. Because a friend of mine called Twice, who is also a comedian, like, he's a very popular guy in Nigeria. Twice, _1, like, shout out to Twice, because he used to be my partner in crime whilst he was still in England. And this guy, he's loved by a lot of Nigerians. Yeah, so when, at some point we're doing Twice and Clinton, right?
Oh, okay.
So people knew Twice for his own content, Twice and Family. So Twice would play he had this whole. I'm sure if you see a video of him, you would have seen his face or something, right? Yeah. So Twice did his own film then called Twice and Family. So he did that film based on all the characters he's been playing in all his skits. Yeah. Now I featured in that film which was in the cinema and stuff. So yeah. But
like, this is the proper Netflix kind of.
Well, exactly. Yes.
Like
yes.
So what's the future? What's the future for like, where do you see yourself? Do you see yourself more doing the acting, or you're doing you still be doing the comedy, like the comedy and doing the acting?
I mean, for me, I believe that first of all, where I see myself in the future, right, is wherever Kelvin Hart is. Yeah. I look at Kelvin Hart. Yeah. I see how hard that man works. Yeah. And, the guy's a stand-up guy that sells out shows. Yeah. I mean, I'm not one of those that go to criticize whatever he is. Like, there are people that come up with all kinds of stories. Is it funny? No, I don't give one F about those things. My own is a hard work, right? Yeah, and, being able to jump past all these things he hears from people and is still killing it tomorrow. Like, you see him in the big films.
All the stones thrown at him.
All the stones, and man is still standing and doing his stuff. Do you understand? He's as in, when it comes to performing, it comes to hosting, when it comes to the films, he's there. Like, I want to be an all-rounder.
Man, listen, I can't lie. If I look at what you just said right now, I can see that, like, the sky is your limit. Because even with Kevin Hart, he's still working hard.
No, he is. To be honest, the sky is not even my limit. It's actually my starting point, right? I feel like I'm getting to the sky. Yeah. When I get there, that's when my journey will now start. Do you understand? I'm now going to where God is.
Oh, you want to go to where God is? Which God? Is it a big God?
No, not the one I did skit with. Or not Lionel Messi.
So tell me, if people want to see your all your products out there, like, your content, where should they go?
Man, honestly, first of all, if you want to see my content, you don't have time to start browsing through the social media pages. Just, find KlintonCod on Google. By God's grace, is going to take you to anything that I've done. But on social media, it's at KlintonCod. I mean, it's the same name I use everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. I mean, I was not one of those that was very good at TikTok. I only just bounced on it recently, and
it's a good thing you did, because trust me, TikTok is taking everything.
Oh man, if I tell you the story of TikTok taught me a very huge lesson. Before TikTok became popular, I was one of those that they contacted. I was contacted by TikTok before they became popular, right?
No, tell me that again. What did you say? Say it again.
I was really contacted by TikTok. Yeah, before they became this big.
Wow.
Yeah, to become one of the African reps.
Wow.
I don't know what happened at the time. Yeah. I think we just did not agree on something. Right, I'm not wanting to go back on that story, right? Because it's something I regret to tomorrow.
Bro, what did the message say?
They wanted to strike a deal, to make TikTok popular in Africa, right? And they needed me on board, because as at the time I was popping online, proper on Instagram, Facebook. I mean, come on, like, if you go find me on Facebook, you will see the kind of numbers I was doing on Facebook at some point.
Yeah, no, come on, man.
I'm talking about numbers that average African artists would not have.
I get it.
I'm talking about the millions.
Yeah, I know. So let me ask you about that. If I see millions in on your video clicks, do you get paid only by the ad or the numbers? It should take to money. If it's million, they should give you something naira.
I mean, man said something naira. No, if it's naira, I don't want it in naira right now.
Even if it's in pounds, like that million should be something, because Yeah, tell me.
No. The truth is, right. At some point, it was just YouTube paying people, and I was not the YouTube guy, right? Facebook only started monetizing their content for creators. You understand? And the truth is, I only jumped at it really late. But the criteria that means you're able to get paid via Facebook is so much that any little video that say you have one sound effect that is not originally yours, they strike your page.
Take it off.
Yeah, and they can even make your video invisible for people. You
because
understand?
Of the copyrights, the whole
all this, it ruined a lot. It ruined a lot.
So you couldn't make a lot of...
I didn't. But for me, what you got to understand is I'm also an MC. Hey, God, I forgot to bring that hustle to you. But
I know. Listen, we still got some time.
Okay.
Tell me about that MC.
No, because I'm a wedding MC.
So
right?
I see that. So is that what's really fetching?
Well, exactly. I mean, for me, that's my source of income.
Yeah.
Do you understand? It's the weddings I MC. And the truth is, it's not just because I love MC. It's not just because for the money, but I love MC. Holding a microphone and being the owner of the event. You understand? People pay for me to travel to these countries. Yeah. And the least I can do is to bring up this whole stand-up comedy skills I used to have before. Infuse it into being a master of ceremony. Do you understand? Now, there are weddings that each time I think about them or I go back into watching the videos, I'm like saying to myself, bruh, I thank God for this talent. Because when you feel good about yourself, that you've literally just gone to a place. You've officiated somebody's number one day in their life. And I've killed it. And they send me a message to say, bro, listen. I feel like I should do this wedding again for today to repeat itself.
Oh my God.
Do you understand? It's crazy.
That's really crazy.
I mean, I went to Ghana too, in January.
Yo, my God, I heard all of that, man. How was it? Tell me the Ghana vibes. Give me that. She wants to know the Ghana vibes.
Ghana, listen. You see, when I went to Ghana, I realized why Wizkid and Burna Boy, they switched from South Africa to Ghana. Because at some point, a lot of our Nigerian artists were used to going to South Africa, going to enjoy. I did a wedding in South Africa once, and listen, man, I went to this hotel and this is where my client lodged me, and they were like, Davido always, there's one room, Davido, one apartment there, that this was where Davido, right? And this was where Nigerian artists were always in either Cape Town or Johannesburg, and all of a sudden everything switched to Ghana, and I was like, what is in Ghana?
So what did you realize? Boy. Oh my God!
Listen, do you know what? Do you know what it means that when I go to Ghana, right? I nearly didn't come back to England.
I know.
I mean, even when I eventually came back, I was depressed. I went to my GP. I said, I need an antidepressant because this country is not for me.
Listen, we still got our special guest here. His name is KlintonCod. I want to give you like, I don't know. I would say you're legendary. You know why? Because I know. The thing is, we tend to wait till people are no more or people quit before we call them legends. Yeah, true that. Because I can't because even if I go on your or anybody goes on your page now, by the way, everybody go follow his page. What's your page? What's your Instagram page?
It's at KlintonCod. So it's just same. That's me across all social platforms. At KlintonCod.
I can't lie, man. Today has been really, 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 lovely, and bro, thanks for passing through.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for passing through. We're so grateful to have you here on AUK Radio. Your story is really, really inspiring and really, really interesting. I can't lie, my people. You know what it is? It's still Afrobeats and Really. We are here. You know what it is.